rating the transfers of all the big clubs in the Premier Leagues. You understand? I'm going to be rating their transfers from 1 to 10. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be starting with the biggest club of all, which is Manchester United. Whether I like it or not, we are the biggest. Cry. So now, Manchester United, we brought in Sesko for £66 million. You know what I'm saying? We brought in Mbeumo, 65 million. You know, Cunha, 62 million. You see, our three main signings for this summer, is in the region of 60. You understand? We are not overpaying for anybody. We are paying the right amount for the player value. And you know the best part? All these add-ons that you are seeing here attached to these players, we are not going to pay anything. We not go pay. Which add-ons? What are we going to achieve this season that we're not going to pay extra for Sesko? I'm sure these add-ons is something like maybe if we win a trophy, or if we make Champions League, if we make top 4 or something, if we make Europe, then these add-ons will be activated. We are not going to pay any of these add-ons, so people should stop counting these add-ons as if we're actually going to pay for it. What we signed Sesko for is just 66 million finish. Mbeumo too, 65 million. So you guys should have it at the back of your mind. Manchester United, lucky we did good business this summer. Then we also signed Lamens, a very fantastic keeper, for 18 million. Just 18 million. Then Diego Lee. Considering everything, and we also missed out on signing a DM. I think that's the only issue with this window. But considering everything, the kind of players we signed, the issues that was addressed, the price and everything, very good prices that we got. I will give Manchester United a solid 8/10. Now window. We move over to Newcastle United. You know what I'm saying? They actually tried in this transfer window. I didn't think they will be able to pull all this caliber of players, after being rejected so many times, man. The first signing, one of the first signings was Elanga, Ramsdale, and all of that. Jacob Ramsey is a very good midfield cover, attacking midfield or wherever they want to play him. That's a very good cover. Along with this striker, we don't know much about this striker yet. I don't know how good the signing is, but it's a big money signing, so we only expect big things from him. And also, Wissa Prem proven player. You know what I'm saying? So altogether, I think this is a very decent window, especially given how it started for them with all the, with all the players that they missed out on. So yeah, I can give Newcastle a generous 8/10, only because some of these players are not really proven or exciting, you know what I'm saying? So we just have to see what the players will do first before we can just give it a high rating like that. So 8/10 for me. So now moving on to title pretenders. These people are not contenders. Our so-called world champions, Chelsea. Let's look at the entire community that they have gone to sign this time. These people, every transfer window, they can never sign only 1 or 2 players. No, it's a whole country that these people used to sign. So I don't even need to name all of them because they have lost me. You get, there's some people here, there's Delap, there's Joao Pedro, they fixed the striker issue. There's Garnacho, Estevao, and Gittins, they fixed their winger issue as well. And I'm sure there's a Jared Heto, a defender and stuff. And then also Bonanote. You know what? Actually, this is a very, very solid window for Chelsea. Some of them are not even necessary. They are fixing issues that they don't even have, actually. That's how serious these people are. Well, anyways, yeah, given the circumstances in the club, their second position and everything, so the signings are working. Actually, I'm going to give Chelsea's window a solid 9/10. You can never get 10. You can never. So now moving on to Defender FC. Corner FC. I know you people have been waiting to hear what I have to say. Honestly, what I have to say is just the truth. You get, these people signed Gyökeres, they signed Zubimendi, they signed Nørgaard. I don't need to list them. You guys know all of them. They even signed 2 defenders, actually, which I don't think was too necessary. But they signed. They basically covered every area on the pitch, including keeper. They signed keeper. You understand? So actually, Arsenal had a very, very good. If I would say the most balanced transfer window. You understand? They didn't focus too much on one particular area. They fixed everything: striker, winger, attacking midfield, the other part of midfield, central defensive midfield. They signed 2 defenders. They signed a keeper. This is the most complete and balanced transfer window that I've seen this summer. You understand? So just based on that, they are going to get a 10/10 for their transfer window. They actually completed football. So now we go over to Oil Money FC. These guys are on blood money. Nothing you want to tell me what's going on. You guys broke 2 records in 1 window. You are breaking your own record. They are competing with yourself in the window. After you finish competing yourself in the last Premier League, you come to this transfer window, you are competing with yourself again. That's how people want to be doing, bah. You don't like competition. You always want to be at the top. You think I'm here to analyze your transfers? I'm here to complain. I'm here to vent. What's wrong with you people? How can you be breaking all these records? Only you. Where do you get this money from? Just one Premier League that people won. Yeah, started breaking record. What's going to happen if you win the treble? You start signing the president. You start signing presidents and politicians. In fact, player is too small for you people at this point. What? But yeah, Liverpool's transfer window actually. All the drama aside, Liverpool's transfer window. I think it was nearly complete. Had it been the Gods Guehi, yeah, it would have been perfect. Had it been the Gods Guehi. But yeah, I don't need to start mentioning all who Liverpool signed. We know all of them. The most notable is this Isaac. You know what I'm saying? If you can get Isaac and Ekitike in the same window, I feel like that window just has to be perfect, honestly. Because of the Ekitike is actually doing very well right now. We can see what he's doing in the league. So, Liverpool's transfer, honestly. I'll give them a 10 over. No, you know what? I'll give them a 9.9. Just to piss you guys off, I'll give you a 9.9 over 10. Now, moving on to Tottenham, you know what I'm saying? Tottenham actually signed a bunch of players. I could show them in another slide, but yeah, these are the main signings for Tottenham: Kolomwani, Simmons. They have actually managed to snatch Simmons from Chelsea. So yeah, automatically they're going to get points for that. You know what I'm saying? They were able to snatch Simmons from Chelsea. You get points for that. You signed Kudus, who also had interest from other clubs. I think Newcastle. They signed Joao Palinha, a very good defensive midfielder. So yeah, they're actually fixing issues with these signings. They're not just signing like other clubs, like Chelsea. They're not just signing anybody. They're actually fixing some issues, you know what I'm saying? Necessary issues, important issues. So yeah, I'm going to give Tottenham, this is going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a 9 over 10, a generous 9 over 10. These are some other signings, I think, these three guys under them. I actually don't know these other two people. But yeah, but not the least, we have Manchester City. And you know them being last is actually not a coincidence. I believe that they are going to finish below every other team that I have mentioned before, especially Manchester United. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, jokes aside, City signings have actually been fantastic. Reijers is a very good player. Ryan Cherki, we all know Ryan Cherki, and Ait Nouri. They are all good players. So it's just unfortunate that the results are just not showing. You know what I'm saying? The results are just not there yet. But this is actually very good signings. Donnarumma was the best keeper last season. You know, if you're being unbiased, his Champions League form and everything. So they have some solid signings under their belt. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give City a solid 9 over 10. The only reason they're not getting 10 over 10 is because they are 13th on the table. So we don't know if the signings are working. But yeah, 9 over 10 signing for City. I think that's everything.